back to another episode of Entertainment Flash. I got some updates for you. We're going to talk uh, a little bit about Daryl Dixon, The Watcher, and an update on Night at the Museum. Yes, all new stuff that's heading to your eyeball. So we're gonna jump right in, and we're gonna talk a little bit about Night at the Museum. So Disney Plus has a new movie, as they own the rights now to Night at the Museum. Seeming they bought Fox. They're starting to own everything. But the new movie is going to be animated, and it's a reboot. Dare I say that? I'm not sure it's really a reboot. They're calling it a reboot, but to me, it just like is a continuation, but an animated version. So it's called Night at the Museum. Common Ra rises again. Um, so so it's going to basically follow not Larry Daly, but his son Nick, who takes over as the security guard um, at the museum. So he is going to be the main character. So Nick Daly is the main character, and it doesn't seem like he is, very much older. So it's going to be, basically a few years down the road. Um, so Nick Daly, it is not the same actor. So the voice is done by Joshua Bassett or Bassett, however you want to pronounce his name. And there will be an appearance of Larry, of course, but it's not going to be Ben Stiller. It is going to be Zachary Levi or Levy, again, however you want to pronounce it. Common Ra is also going to be different, and that will be Joseph Kumar. And so all new actors doing the voices. And also in this movie, there is a arc appearance. So I don't know if it's going to be a main character, but it's definitely going to be played by Alice Izaz. That could be a little bit off on the pronunciation, but you know, so no household names. So it will be on Disney Plus, and it is set to debut in December. So so that's kind of exciting. We're going to be able to see this really soon. Of course, this movie was announced back in 2020, so it makes sense that it is due out, around Christmas time. So, for those of you that are on Disney Plus, you will get to enjoy this some point next month. So that is Night at the Museum. Common Ra rises again. Um, I've been watching The Watcher. Now, The Watcher is pretty interesting, I'll tell you. Um, it stars Naomi Watts and Bobby Cannavale as a married couple, Maria and Derek Brodus, and they have two kids. And one is a 15, 16-year-old daughter, and the around 10, 11-year-old son. Um, and they buy a new house in the suburbs, and everything is all happy. They love the house, overpaying for it, of course, and and then they get a letter. And I'll tell you, the movie has a very good creep factor, and it is a thriller and lots of questions so far. I've watched the first two episodes. I recommend this a lot. Um, you should check this out. The Watcher is pretty good. It's on Netflix, so you might want to check this one out. This looks like it's going to be, a really really good thriller, and so far I've watched the first two episodes, and it is fantastic, fantastic. One of the best shows currently on. So you want to check that out. But we are here. We are here to discuss The Walking Dead. As we know, The Walking Dead is wrapping it up. I believe I've watched all but the last two episodes. Not mistaken. I think there's only two left. Uh, which for a lot of people that's kind of sad, but they've already begun filming the Daryl Dixon spinoff, which I still don't know the name to. so, um, so we'll get that out soon as we find out. But lots of stuff already happening. There is a photo from behind the scenes, um, that has been circulating of the creepy skeleton walker, and it is very creepy looking. Um, so we know they're already filming, and look, it is, you know Daryl Dixon apparently gets taken to France against his will, and in France, their their walkers are faster and I guess smarter than the ones that are in the United States. But as we know from this past season, the the walkers are evolving. So so in France they're going to be faster and of course more deadly, and so it will be taking place in France apparently. So that is the update on Daryl Dixon. Um, you got the update on Night at the Museum, and you have my thoughts on The Watcher. Look, we'll be back, coming in probably another week or so for another episode, and we'll give you some updates. I'm sure there'll be more updates on The Walking Dead. Let us know your thoughts. So post some comments, on you know any of these three topics that we just discussed. If you've watched the Watcher, let us know what you think about it. Let us know what you think about the the last season of The Walking Dead, and what your thoughts about Daryl going to France. And also, of course, let us know if you plan on watching Night at the Museum. Common Raw rises again. I plan on checking it out because I do love the movies. I would have loved to seen them get the same actors back to play these parts. I mean, after all, what are they really doing now? So it would have been nice, Maybe Ben Stiller might be, tougher to get and more expensive. So, but I'm sure you could have done the other two actors that played Common Ra, and of course the kid Nick. That would have been nice to have the same actors. Don't make the same mistake as you did with Buzz Lightyear. Um, Even though Chris Evans was good, Tim Allen should have been the choice all along. I mean, if you're going to pay an actor to do it, you might as well pay the original Buzz, and do that. So Disney, stop, just stop. Stop trying to do things differently just because now you own it, and you're just going to destroy things like you've done to the Star Wars series. The movies, not the TV shows. The TV shows, they've done a good job, but the movies have gotten worse and worse and worse. So enough, enough, enough. Stop trying to change something that is not broken. Don't fix it if it's not broken. But again, we'll be back soon with another episode of Entertainment Flash. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, share, share, share. You can find us on Rhode Island Broadcasting at YouTube. Also, Facebook at RI Broadcasting. Twitter at Broadcasting RI. And of course, Twitch at RI_broadcasting. Share the episodes. Follow us on all those platforms. Check us out. All the different shows on Rhode Island Broadcasting. You might want to check out some of the shows, especially that sports show that'll be on later on. So you want to check Sports Unfolded out. So we'll see you next time on Entertainment Flash. Good